What up? This is Lord Maitreya with the Super Longevity Institute. Today's episode is called The Streetlight Age. Yeah, the Streetlight Age. I wanted to talk about that today because I want to remind every true hip hopper, I wanted to remind them of their humble beginnings. Sometimes we got to be reminded of our humble beginnings. We get a little ahead in life and we forget our humble beginnings. Um, the Streetlight Age is a time when our first hip hoppers were born. Um, Cool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, all these people, all your innovators in the culture. They took the instruments out of the school system, so we seen the turntable as an instrument. We transformed it and made it become an instrument for us. Excuse me. The street light we seen as a power source, and we powered our huge sound systems. We short circuit the street light and plugged our sound system in the street light at night. Can you imagine? And most of our gatherings was in dark parks. You know, the street light age. That's when we had really big vision. Now today, when you want to talk about hip hop becoming a city state, nobody wants to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to use their celebrity to do stuff like that, right? But anyway, today I got a couple of books I want to go over with you. Hopefully you like them, and you'll eventually buy them and put them on your shelf. First one is Culture Vultures by Dame Dash and Kenyatta Griggs. Conversations with Dame Dash. Yeah, we got a lot of culture vultures. We got a lot of culture vultures today because people see the economic value. All they see is the economic value of hip hop. They don't see that it's actually a world view. It's actually a world view behind our culture. It's intelligent. We're intelligent, right? It's not just a money making tool. All right. So you culture vultures, y'all better watch yourselves because I'm watching y'all, and I'm gonna get at y'all because most of y'all participate in our elements, but hip hop is not your. It's not an identity for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming for you. Lil Maitreya is coming with. It's coming for you. No, let me stop playing. Forever for All. Yo, this is one of my favorite books. Moral Philosophy, Cryonics, and the Scientific Prospects for Immortality by R. Michael Perry. Woo! Check it out. Check it out. I'm going to read it back. I'm going to check what Jim Halperin said. That's the author of The First Immortal. That book is dope. That's about cryonics. I'm surprised they didn't make a movie out of First Immortal. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's get it together. We need a branch, an entertainment branch. Come on. Conferences is nice. I love them, but we need to be organize ourselves how life is organized. People don't just go to conferences. They party. You know what I'm saying? They go watch musical events, etc. Anyway, let me stop my rant. From the introduction, the individual ought to endure for the life rightly lived is never rightly ended. Whew. The book considers the problems of death and the hereafter, and how these age-old problems ought to be addressed in light of our continuing progress. A materialistic viewpoint of reality is assumed, denying the likelihood of supernatural or other superhuman assistance. That means you're gonna do it. Okay? It's gonna happen. You're responsible. You're responsible. You're gonna do it. Nobody's gonna help you but your fellow human. Death, however, is not seen as inevitable or even irreversible. It is maintained that the problem can and should be addressed scientifically in all of its aspects. A functionalist, reductionist argument is developed for the possibility of resurrecting the dead through the eventual creation of replicas and related constructs. Meanwhile, it is urged medical advances leading to the conquest of aging and biological death should be pursued. An advisable interim strategy is cryonics or some other means of having one's remains preserved for reanimation when technology will arguably be available to accomplish the task. The immortalization of humans and other life forms is seen as a great moral project and labor of love that will unite us in common cause and provide a meaningful destiny. How eloquently said. I hope y'all was listening to that. That was crazy. He really broke that down. He put his heart into those words. I felt it just reading it. He said, a labor of love and a great moral project and a common cause for humanity to fight underneath. To me, humans' only enemy is death. It's not each other. But anyway, yeah. Oh, let me. I love this book so much. Let me say it again. Forever for All: Moral Philosophy, Cryonics, and the Scientific Prospects of for Immortality by R. Michael Perry. I like the cover. I like everything about this book. It reminds me of those books that I used to sell in East West Books back in the day. Yeah. Last but not least, Carl Sagan, The Demon Haunted World, Science as a Candle in the Dark. Yeah, Carl Sagan was a great scientist. Yeah. Check this out. Casting a wide net through history and culture, Sagan examines, debunks such celebrated fallacies as witchcraft, faith healings, demons, and UFOs. And yet, disturbingly, in today's so-called information age, pseudoscientists with stories of alien abductions, channeling past lives, and communal hallucinations commanding growing attention and respect. As Sagan demonstrates with lucid eloquence, the siren song of unreason is not just a cultural wrong term, but a dangerous plunge into darkness that threatens our most basic freedoms. Come on now. Carl Sagan, Science as a Candle in the Dark. Yeah, man, that's crazy right there. Let me just tell hip hoppers this. Through science, we can achieve our goals. Through science. Everything in your environment was done by a scientist. The computer you're using, okay? The computer you're using, all right? Everything in your environment has been that's technological has been invented by some scientists. Okay? So hip hoppers, we can achieve our goals through science. And let me tell you, never forget your humble beginnings. Okay? This is Lord Maitreya with the Super Longevity Institute. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. It helps the channel to grow. Single eye salute. One love.